Hello everyone, I will be talking about how to use one of my favorite Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon of Canto Time, Nidoking. So Nidoking is a very powerful Pokemon, only its main drawback is that it's really frail and has a relatively low speed stats. The speed it's under the average speed stat being 85, where the average is 100. It's really awkward to use as a wall breaker. So the main thing of Nidoking is you use it to destroy walls basically, or you use it to chip down a huge chunk of HP from any kind of walls or tanks or anything like that. So Nidoking can use, I would say, effectively three items. The first option is, of course, the Life Orb. Life Orb is an item where you can. It's basically just power ups your attack power while losing some health. Thankfully, Nidoking has an ability, Sheer Force, which boosts up its attack or damage of moves without damage of Life Orb, which Sheer Force will be the main ability that you want to use all time with Nidoking. You can also use Choice Scarf if you want to do a speedy attack Pokemon if you don't want to use it simply just for wall breaking. Only it's not as good, I would say. It does have its uses, but I would recommend Life Orb over anything. The last item you can use is Focus Sash. I know a few people use it, and honestly, I don't think it's that well, but you can use it effectively. First, you want to use Sheer Force because Sheer Force is obviously the best effect. So you won't get anything poison or freeze from any of its attacks. So here's the thing with Nidoking. It may have a higher base attack, and you could use it as an effective physical attacker, but where it lies in, or where it's really good in, it's a special attack. First off, its special move pool is amazing. Like, it's really, really good. You have multiple variety of moves. You have Sludge Wave, Earth Power. You have Flamethrower, Ice Beam, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, Dragon Pulse. Dragon Pulse isn't good, but you have all these amazing attacks. It has a few viable options for attacks. The first that every Nidoking should have is Sludge Bomb. Or not Sludge Bomb, Sludge Wave. Sludge Wave is his strongest stab move. So it's a 95 base power with an additional effect of being able to poison, but you're not going to be using that poison effect because it's just going to get rid of it, just boost up its power. Next one you want is Earth Power. Earth Power is Earth. Earth Power is Ground type, which is one of the best offensive typings in the game. It's tied with fighting with the most types that's it's weak to, and it's just a really overall really good move. Next up is Ice Beam. I would recommend Ice Beam a lot. Ice Beam is just another really good offensive move. It hits flying, it hits ground, it hits grass. It's a really overall good move. Now here's where the thing you can change it up. You can give it Fire Blast, or if you want more accurately, you can use Flamethrower. But you can also use a few other options. There's Thunderbolt, like I was saying, and then You can also use substitute, or you could use substitute, or you can use stealth rocks even. Some people use stealth rocks with the life orb, or not life orb, the focus sash sec. Bleh. So focus stash set, which is the reason why you use the focus sash really. But again, you're better off using some kind of like faster, bulkier Pokemon, like Aerodactyl or Tyranitar or something. So once you have your moveset, you can either use I would recommend using Timid, but you can also use Modest Nature. So if you want to use um the the choice scarf set, I would recommend using Modest because you already get the speed boost with the special attack of Modest Nature, or you can use Timid for the basic Life Orb set. But also, you can also use Modest Nature in the Life Orb set because mainly you want to focus on the slower Pokemon that's already going to be slow so you can hit it, like Dry Algae, Pokemon like Theraphorn, which you will OHKO with Flamethrower, and yeah. The main the main thing you want to watch out for in it is it has a and poison and ground. I don't think it works that well together. I mean, it has good offensive capability, but I don't think it's that good defensively. Cause like you're weak to water, psychic, ice, ground. Water, ice, and ground are very common move. Which is really strong and yeah, it's just not that good. I think the biggest problem that as Pokemon goes, its biggest threats and I would say Azumarill as well as like Rotom, Wash, and well, I mean you can cheese out. Okay, you can use it effectively against Rotom Wash if you know what you're doing. Basically, you can try to cheat a switch in with the whole thing, but overall you don't want to use it in. And stuff like Weavile too, you don't want to use it against Weavile. So its main threats are Weavile, Azurill, and Excadrill, I would say. And it's really good against Pokemon that are slow tanks like Theraphorn, Tangrowth, and for example, for Fungus, it will take a huge chunk out of Fungus with Ice Beam, and if it's not fully, or if it has a zero special defense, it'll do 90%, which is a huge chunk. You'll for sure OHKO Theraphorn with with Flamethrower. That's not anything special, but like uh Tangrowth is a really strong po defensively. If it has no special defense or assault vest, it will OHKO it with a single sludge wave. With a assault vest, it will do 90% with assault vest. So as you can see, it's really strong if you can use Nidoking right. Of course, it is possible to not use it right. So you have to watch out. As for the EVs, you want to have maximum speed and special attack, obviously, because you want to attack people. That's how you use Nidoking effectively. If you want me to do any other Pokemon of how to use them or explain what their weaknesses and everything is, just let me know.